Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2, Chapter 1.6 Notes, Part 2, Multiplication and Division of Real Numbers. Okay, today we are going to be moving on with the second part of the notes, and we will be talking about applying the order of operations. Okay, now remember the order of operations are parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. And the key thing with the multiplication and division and addition and subtraction is that is from left to right. Okay? So let's dive on in and start going through some examples. So let's write the order of operations down. We do not have any parentheses, so we don't have to worry about it. I see exponents. So let's go ahead and do that. 2 squared gives you 4. All right, exponents are done. Multiplication and division from left to right. Negative 24 divided by 12 gives us negative 2. And we got to click, click, click right there. All that's left is addition and subtraction. Negative 2 plus negative 4 gives us negative 6. All right, let's move on over. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So, parentheses, inside the parentheses right there, let's do our click, click. That stays the same. And you get negative 1. No exponents today. We do have multiplication and division, and we have that twice. Okay, so this gives us 15. On the back side, we're going to get negative 4 times negative 1, which gives us positive 4. Add those guys up, and you get 19. All right, let's move on to the next one. Writing down the order of operations. I'm going to do the click, click right there real quick. We're going to go inside the parentheses. Everything else stays the same. Negative 5 plus 2 gives you negative 3. Did the parentheses, exponents. Now we need to multiply and divide before we can add. Negative 4 times negative 3 gives us positive 12. Add those guys up at the very end, and you get negative 1. Okay, I'm writing down the order of operations. Inside the parentheses first, and that is a negative 5. So everything else stays the same. That turns to negative 5 times 4 gives us negative 20. All right, we are not done with the parentheses yet. 8 plus negative 20 gives you negative 12. So parentheses are done. Let's move on to exponents, which we have right here. Negative 10 squared is positive 100. Okay. We have to multiply before we add. 2 times negative 12 gives you negative 24. So we need to subtract 100 minus 24 off to the side. You gotta borrow. And our answer is positive 76. Okay. let's move on down to translating English expressions to mathematical expressions. Quotient. Quotient means to divide. I'm going to divide negative 56 and 7. When you divide negative 56 from 7, you get negative 8. Okay, I want the product of 4 and the sum of 15 and negative 6. So the product, but first we need to take the sum of 15 and negative 6. Order of operations, 15 plus negative 6 gives us 9. And 4 times 9 gives us 36. Alright, so using twice the difference of negative 10 and 3. So twice, we're going to multiply the difference of negative 10 and negative 3. Well, 2 negatives right there means we got to do click, click. Negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7. And when you multiply those two, you get negative 14. All right, D, 12 less than the product of negative 7 and 4. So less than, we need to switch the order so my 12 goes to the back. And I need to take the product of negative 7 and 4. So negative 7 times 4 gives you negative 28 minus 12. Click, click. Add them up. Keep the sign. Negative 40. And finally, letter E. It says the sum of negative 41 and negative 23 divided by the square of negative 2. So sum divided by square. Let's see, we have negative 41, negative 23, and negative 2. So divided by the square of negative 2, and you want to take the sum of negative 41 and negative 23. So order of operations, we have to do the top first. Negative 41 and negative 23, they're the same sign, so you can add them up, and you get negative 64. Now on the bottom, negative 2 squared, that's negative 2 times negative 2, which gives us a positive 4. And if you don't have your multiplication charts handy, you would need to do 64 divided by 4. 4 goes into 6 once, and 4 goes into 24 6 times. And since we have one negative, it is a negative 16. All right, that's it for chapter 1.6, section 2. If you need any help, please come find Miss Carranza or myself. Have a great day, guys. Thanks.